Mysteries have always captivated the human imagination. From ancient times, people have been fascinated by enigmatic events, unsolved riddles, and inexplicable occurrences. Among the most intriguing mysteries of all time is the fate of Mary Celeste, a merchant ship that was found adrift in the Atlantic Ocean in 1872, with no crew on board. The story of Mary Celeste has inspired countless books, movies, and documentaries, and it remains one of the most enduring enigmas in maritime history. In this article, we will explore the story of Mary Celeste and try to unravel the mystery of what happened to her crew. Chapter 1: The Discovery of Mary Celeste. On December 4, 1872, a British brigantine named Dei Gratia was sailing from New York to Gibraltar when its crew spotted a ship adrift in the Atlantic Ocean. The ship was the Mary Celeste, a 103-foot merchant vessel, which had left New York on November 7, bound for Genoa, Italy. The Dei Gratia crew was surprised to see the Mary Celeste without any sails set and with no one visible on deck. They decided to investigate and sent a boarding party to the ship. As they boarded the Mary Celeste, the Dei Gratia crew noticed that everything seemed to be in order. The ship's cargo of 1,701 barrels of industrial alcohol was still on board, along with the personal belongings of the crew. The ship's logbook, navigation equipment, and charts were also intact. However, the crew of the Mary Celeste was nowhere to be found. There was no sign of struggle and no indication of what had happened to them. After inspecting the ship, the Dei Gratia crew decided to take the Mary Celeste under tow and bring her to Gibraltar. The journey took 10 days, during which time the crew of the Dei Gratia was able to examine the ship's interior more thoroughly. They discovered that the ship's cargo had been partially damaged by water, but there was no evidence of a major leak or storm damage. The personal belongings of the crew were also still on board, including clothes, letters, and a Bible. As news of Mary Celeste's discovery spread, the story became a sensation in the press. Journalists speculated about what had happened to the crew, and conspiracy theories abounded. Some suggested that the crew had been attacked by pirates, while others believed that they had been abducted by aliens. However, the truth behind Mary Celeste's fate remains a mystery to this day. Chapter 2: The History of Mary Celeste. To understand the mystery of the Mary Celeste, we must first look at the ship's history. The Mary Celeste was built in 1861 in Nova Scotia, Canada, and was originally named the Amazon. She was a merchant vessel that primarily carried cargo such as timber, coal, and foodstuffs. In 1868, the ship was sold to a new owner and renamed the Mary Celeste. Under her new owner, Mary Celeste was involved in a number of incidents. In 1869, she collided with another ship in the English Channel but was able to make it to port for repairs. In 1872, just months before her disappearance, the Mary Celeste ran aground in Nova Scotia but was again able to make it to port without significant damage. Despite these incidents, the Mary Celeste was considered a sturdy and reliable ship. Her captain, Benjamin Briggs, was an experienced seaman who had been sailing for over 20 years. He was accompanied by his wife, Sarah, and their 2-year-old daughter, Sophia. The crew of the ship consisted of 7 men, all experienced sailors. Chapter 3: The Theories. Over the years, many theories have been put forward to explain the mysterious events surrounding Mary Celeste. Here are some of the most popular and plausible ones. Pirate attack. One theory is that Mary Celeste was attacked by pirates. The fact that the ship's cargo was intact suggests that the pirates were not after the cargo, but rather the ship itself. However, there is no evidence of a pirate attack, and no ransom demand was ever made. Additionally, the ship's valuables, including the captain's navigational equipment, were left untouched. Mutiny. Another theory is that the crew mutinied, killed the captain and his family, and then sailed off in the lifeboat. This theory is supported by the fact that the ship's only lifeboat was missing, and the crew's personal belongings were left behind. However, there is no evidence of a struggle, and the ship's log shows no signs of tension or conflict among the crew members. It is also unlikely that the crew would have abandoned a perfectly seaworthy ship. Seaquake. Some believe that a seaquake, or underwater earthquake, caused the ship to become unseaworthy and the crew to abandon it. This theory is supported by the fact that the Mary Celeste was sailing in an area known for underwater volcanoes and seismic activity. However, there is no evidence of damage to the ship's hull, and the crew would have been unlikely to abandon the ship without attempting repairs first. Waterspout. Another theory is that a waterspout, a powerful whirlwind over water, caused the crew to abandon the ship. This theory is supported by the fact that the ship's sails were partially ripped, which could have been caused by strong winds. However, there is no evidence of a waterspout, and the crew would have been unlikely to abandon a seaworthy ship due to weather conditions. Alien abduction. One of the more outlandish theories is that the crew was abducted by aliens. This theory is not supported by any evidence and is dismissed by most experts. Conclusion: despite countless investigations, the fate of Mary Celeste remains a mystery. Theories abound, but none can fully explain why the ship was found abandoned without any signs of struggle or distress. The story of Mary Celeste is a haunting reminder of the unpredictability and dangers of the sea. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, share, and like for more updates on mysteries.